and welcome to Choosing Plants. My name is Heather, and this is the channel where I do different 30-day vegan challenges to help you guys understand a little bit about what that diet is like and share some recipes with you. Also let you know what the struggles are if you're wanting to try that particular diet. I've done quite a number of these in the last year, and some of them I've really struggled with, and some of them have been pretty easy, and some of them I've had really good results with, and one I've had really poor results with. So it's really been quite the journey. So I am going to do something that I've wanted to do for a long time, but I've struggled with because one aspect of this challenge has something I've not been very good at in the past. So I'm going to do the How Not to Die challenge. Can you see those books? With from Dr. Michael Greger. Now his isn't specifically I challenge you to do this, but there's a ton of information in his book, and then I've got a cookbook that's got also a lot of information in it. This one actually belongs to my mom. She was nice enough to let me borrow it. So what I decided to do, I finally decided to go ahead and do this challenge because one of the aspects of the things that he asks that you include in your everyday is exercise. And up until a couple of months ago, I would start exercising and then stop and start and stop and just never really get into it. So I finally did an exercise challenge where I included exercise, that was the challenge, to do every day. And I finally started to get where I enjoy it and I'm good at it, or not maybe good at it, but I at least enjoy it, and it's something that I am able to do every day. So his diet does actually ask you to be a little bit more strict in terms of the exercise than I'm probably going to be. So he actually says 45 minutes of either intense exercise or 90 minutes of just moderate exercise. I am going to be pleased with myself if I do exercise, period. So I'll do things like workout videos on the TV. I've got a Simply Fit board upstairs that I can use. I've got an exercise bike. It's a Gazelle. It's like a machine that you just walk on kind of thing, but it glides, but it's not like an elliptical, it just glides. I have battle ropes in the garage that I actually really enjoy doing. So yeah, I'm going to do a variety of exercises, but that is something that I will be including every day in maybe not showing you what the exercise that I'm doing, but I will be doing it regardless of whether I talk about it or not. It will be something that I include. And so one of the other things that he is very specific about, let me open up my little book here, is that things that you need to include in your challenge if you're going to be doing this. And that is his little checklist right there. And so I am actually going to probably put at the end of my video how many of these I was able to accomplish for the day, in terms of, like, you're supposed to eat beans, a certain amount of beans every day. You're supposed to eat some berries. You're supposed to have a serving of other fruits, actually 3 servings of other fruits, and the list just kind of goes on. So I am going to try very hard to include all of those things every day, and I won't necessarily get all of them 100% every day, I'm pretty sure, but I will get as close to that as I can. And so I'll let you guys know what it is that I'm getting. One of the things that I kind of wish was, so on these, it does have, down at the bottom, if you look at here, daily dozen foods, it has an X next to the things that it includes if you eat a serving of that recipe. So that's really awesome, but I kind of wonder if there isn't like some recipes would have, if one serving would actually be 2 cruciferous vegetables, or it would be 3 spices and herbs, or it doesn't have that included in here. So I'm just gonna go with 1 serving of that particular thing equals 1 serving of those things that are checkmarked at the bottom. So it's better, it's to get you in the right direction at least. So if you guys don't have either of these books, I can't really recommend one over the other, simply because this book that's massive, it's a really big book, is fabulous. I absolutely loved this book. It's just, if you've listened to Dr. Greger online doing his different 1 hour length videos over the course of the years, it's really, really good, and I really enjoy it. And this book sounds so much like him in terms of just, it's like you can almost hear him speaking when you're reading. It's really awesome. And then the cookbook is basically a cookbook. It's got all the different recipes that he likes to have and likes to include, and really exciting actually. So what I'm going to do is include different little tidbits of information from either book, whichever one it comes out of. I'm going to actually have a recipe video, like a food prep video, but it's not going to be a every week type thing. It's just going to be a one-time food prep video, that there are some things that are in the beginning of his cookbook that he recommends that you have in order to make the other recipes. So something like a blended lemon. So he uses that in a bunch of different recipes. So you kind of have to have that made up ahead of time unless you want to make a lemon blended every time you want to make a recipe. And so that doesn't work out. So there's going to be that video is going to come up next. And then also I wanted to also include some little tidbits of information from the different chapters that are in this particular book, the How Not to Die book. So you guys have just little nuggets of information that I found interesting. So I had this piece of paper tucked into that book, and it's just basically, as I was reading it, I would write down little things about, like, need to include 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric every day, or having amla, that you would want to have 1 teaspoon powdered every day, or red onions are better than white onions, or sweet potatoes are better than white potatoes, that type of thing. So I had some little notes jotted down for myself, so that will be helpful as well. But basically all of the food is going to come from out of here. Obviously, I will probably eat some things during the month that are not from this particular cookbook, but I will make sure that they do at least take care of some of the things that are on the Daily Dozen list of things that need to be eaten. So that is it for me for now. I'm actually really excited for this challenge, so hopefully you guys will be able to join along. And if you have any questions, please let me know throughout the challenge. I will hopefully be able to answer them as best as I can. And I'm looking forward to this one. So I'll talk to you guys again tomorrow for a food prep video.